It's better at Burke. Better care, better service, better price.
Hey there, South Jersey. I'm Pete Thompson from the Cape May County Herald, and this is Under Review. Under Review is brought to you by the Burke Motor Group. It's better at Burke. It's week number 8 of the spring sports season. That means things are winding down with girls lacrosse, boys lacrosse, softball, baseball, golf, and boys tennis. And it's playoff time for most of those sports, as this week we have highlights from playoff girls lacrosse in Group 2 South, highlights from playoff baseball in Group 1 South, and not one but 2 bonus highlights for you from track and field from the Cape Atlantic League Championships in Bridgeton last week. So let's start with those bonus highlights, if you will, as our thanks to Mike Frankel from SNJ Today for letting us see that Charles Fields from Wildwood Catholic is out in front in the 100-meter dash right here. Charles Fields wins it in a time of 10.81 seconds. That's a personal best. He also wins the 200-meter dash as well. And from the short run to the distance run, as Will Berger from Lower Cape May is out in front for the 1,600-meter run. Berger, a familiar face during the cross-country season 2, as he wins the race in just over 4 minutes and 32 seconds. That's a personal record for Will Berger. For now, that's the latest from the Cape Atlantic League Track and Field Championships. We'll move on from track to playoff girls lacrosse now. This is a Group 2 South semifinal game between number 6 Lower Cape May and number 10 Middle Township. And with it being a playoff game, they're on the football field in Cape May Courthouse. Pretty steady rain last Thursday, but that doesn't slow down number 12 Maddie Barber as she gets her own rebound right here and scores. 1-zip, the Panthers get on the board and take the early lead. Still in the first, going the other way now. Watch the great individual effort from number 32 in black and blue, Marissa Giancola, using her feet, using her stick, whatever it takes to tie the game up at 1. Great effort, Giancola. Down 2-1. Middle with possession here. Number 2, Kira Sides. Spots number 12, Barber in front. Barber scores again, ties things up at 2. But Lower has an answer as both teams trade the lead back and forth in the early going. Empty net, it's Giancola in front. The number 12, Leah Jones. 3-2, Lower Cape May moves back in front. The Panthers, they start to score, though, and score in bunches. Up by 2 goals at 6-4. Check out number 21 in white. That's Aubrey Hunter. Comes from behind the net, fights off some contact and a check to shoot and score. Hunter puts Middle ahead by 3, and the Panthers begin to pull away. Lower Cape May will not fold, though. Look at number 22, Jenna Durbin in front. To number 2, Maya Critchfield for the quick stick goal. Critchfield gets the Caper Tigers to within 3 at 8-5. Lower Cape May trails 10-6 at the half. And in the second half, Middle Township gets on a run as their 3 sensational sophomores get it done. Barber to Sides, that's 2 of the 3. Aubrey Hunter, of course, the other. Sides, 8 goals, 4 assists. Middle Township wins it big, 21-10 the final. Middle wins to improve to 15-3 and advance to the sectional title game. Lower Cape May ends a solid season at 10-9 on the spring. Now in that Group 2 South final, the news not as good, though. Middle goes down 12-6 at number 2 Camden Catholic on Monday. The future is bright, though, for Middle coach Tina Prickett and her Panthers. Middle, the defending Group 2 South champions, they bow out, though, but they do get all the way to the sectional final and fall. Middle ends the spring at 15-4 overall. And congrats to Ocean City girls lacrosse team. The Red Raiders beat Seneca 19-11 in a Group 3 South semi to reach the sectional final there for the first time. Now we're efforting highlights from that, and we'll have those for you, plus how the Red Raiders do against number 1 Moorestown next week in Under Review. For now, that's girls playoff lacrosse. Just one boys playoff lacrosse score to pass along. Tough one for Ocean City. The Red Raiders are stunned by number 8 Somerville last Saturday. They fall 8-6 in the quarterfinal round. Marty Caddy, Chris Ranazuski, Anthony and Sarah, Noam Levy-Smith, Kyle Saul, and Christian Saul. It's all good. each with a goal for OC in the loss. Charlie Dahl, 10 saves. That is boys playoff lacrosse. We'll stick with the fellas as we check in on playoff baseball. Number 4, Shalleck at home with number 13, Cape May Tech on Monday. Down 1-0 in the top of the second, number 22, Jake Morrissey gets enough of this pitch to send it to left field. It's fly ball out, but a productive out as number 8, Aiden Hoffman scores on the sac fly to tie things up at 1. Later in the inning, number 14, Zach Robbins for Tech breaks for second, draws the throw down. The ball is loose. That allows number 2, Carson Denham to score. Cape May Tech takes a 2-1 lead, and the Hawks getting some good glove work in the field as well. Check out the great play for number 9, Mike Brown. He makes the diving catch and right to rob Joe Janikowski of a hit. Good glove work there. Tied at 3. Bottom of the 7th. This one comes down to this. Number 5, Ethan Long takes his ball deep to right. It's over the outfielder's head. Number 16, Joe Janikowski going to take off from first base. He comes all the way around to score the winning run. 4-3 in the final. Cougars get a walk-off winner from Mr. Long. Tech ends the season at 12-11 overall. Now, before we get to the playoff scoreboards, we have a nice picture here from Middle Township Athletics. That's Panthers. They go on the road on Monday in the Group 2 South playoffs. They upset Manchester Township. They win 6-4. Career win number 300 for Middle, longtime Middle coach Chuck Doherty, Sean Doherty. 2 hits. Jake Cooper singles, walks and scores twice. Zach Wyatt strikes out 5 in the upset win. Middle an 11 seed. They improved to 7-13 with the milestone victory. They'll play at number 3 Delran next. Elsewhere in Group 2 South, number 16 Lower Cape May battles hard at the top seed West Deptford. They lose though. The Caper Tigers do 2-0. Lower ends the baseball season at 4-16. Then in Group 3 South, you have number 2 Ocean City winning 3-0 at home over number 15 Delsea Regional. Dan Noonan tossing a complete game 2-hitter for the Red Raiders. 15 strikeouts for Dan Noonan, only 3 walks. OC advances to host number 10 Seneca today in the quarterfinals, and we'll have more on that next week for you in Under Review. And in non-public South B, Wildwood Catholic, a 14 seed. They're on the road at number 4 St. Rose. We'll also have that result for you next week as those two square off today. For now, that's playoff baseball. 3 of our Super 6 teams make it to the softball playoffs. It's hard to find the good news, though. Group 2 South first. Number 11 Middle Township goes down 10-9 at number 6 Haddon Heights. Tough 1-run loss there. Number 15 Lower Cape May, meanwhile, gets roughed up at number 2 West Deptford. Madison McGay with a hit. Charlotte Thompson, no relation, does her best in the circle, striking out 2. That leaves number 1 Wildwood Catholic as the last team softball standing. Crusaders set to meet up with number 9 Holy Spirit at home today. Number 5 Holy Cross, they're already through. They're waiting in the next round for the winner of that game. For now, that's playoff softball, and that means we can close with boys playoff tennis. We have another picture for you. Again, thanks to Middle Township Athletics and their Twitter department for getting it, as you are looking at a happy coach Matt Gilbert and his Group 1 South championship team. Panthers beat Woodstown 4-1 in the sectional finals. They capture their second Group 1 championship in the past 3 years. Max Gilbert wins 6-1, 6-1 in straight sets at number 1 singles. Rob Julian wins in straight sets at number 2 singles. Tehran Broadnax pulls out an exciting 10-point third set tiebreaker win at number 3 singles. And the first doubles team of Braden Carr and Fatya Modi also win, but however the run is then done in the state Group 1 semis. 3-2, Middle goes down against Mountain Lakes. Both doubles pairings win for Middle. That's the good news, but Mountain Lakes goes on to win, and they win the whole darn shooting match as well, so maybe some sting taking out of that. Nothing to be sad, though, as Middle ends an outstanding season at 23-1. That is boys playoff tennis. Now, before we go, don't forget to say hello to my friend and colleague, Steph Sella. She's pictured with me here in our spring picture recently taken. Steph shoots many of the highlights for Under Review. She also edits the segment together that you're watching right now. So if you see her out and about at your event, please go up to her and say good job and maybe thank her for all her efforts to put Under Review together. Can't do it without her. In the meantime, don't forget, if you have a story idea or suggestion, you can always email me at my email address. That's pthompson@cmcherald.com. pthompson@cmcherald.com. For faster scores and news, you can find us on Facebook by going to Cape May County Sports and clicking like on that page, or we are on Twitter as well. Our Twitter handle is @CMC Herald Sports. Once again, Under Review brought to you by the fine folks at the Burke Motor Group. They got a car show coming up this summer. We'll tell you about that before we say goodbye for the summer. Check them out at Burke Motor Group down there on Bayberry Drive. Hope to see you right back here then next Wednesday, May the 30th. It's already May the 30th for week number 9 of Under Review for the spring. We are rapidly coming to an end of Under Review for this school year, but we do hope to see you back here next week. And in the meantime, a sincere thank you for watching.